Good afternoon, everybody. I'll be doing a 49-year-old lady. She's undergoing a multifocal toric, a panoptic toric. I'd be using a catalyst vision system to do my initial laser chopping of the lens and creating the capsular rhexis. Basically, as you can see over here, we have the diameter of the capsular rhexis I'm going to make is 5 millimeters. Normally I aim at a 5.5 millimeters when I'm doing manual. Here, since there's a little bit of retraction of the rhexis margin, I keep it at 5 millimeters. And the way we are going to do it is that it is going to be centered on the geometric center of the lens. You have various choices, and you can center it on the pupil, or it can be with the dilated pupil, it can be on the limbus, or it can be custom centered depending upon the dimensions of the lens. But then the scan capsule is intuitively seems to be the best way to go, because that's where the intraocular lens is finally going to rest. And as far as it's a grade 2 to grade 3 cataract, I'm going to be using 4 chops, and then also doing a softening up of the segmentation. And basically these would be the parameters. The space between the chops and the segments would be 600 microns, and each cube will also be of 600 microns size, and there is an offset of 500 microns both from the anterior capsule and the posterior capsule. And I think with that brief introduction, we'll go ahead with the docking. Basically, the light here, paranga. Yes. The vacuum is on. நேர லைட் அமுத்துற மாதிரி இருக்கும், வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. I'm going to, having docked well, I've got a reasonably centered dock, and I'm going to we are now going to this is a OCT scan being captured up to a depth of about 8.5 millimeters. The entire anterior segment is being scanned. This would take about 20 to 30 seconds. That's the anterior surface of the cornea, which is being identified. Then the posterior surface of the cornea, the anterior surface of the lens. That's the, make it 0. I'm not going to do any arcuate keratotomies because I'm going to be using toric lenses. And in case arcuates are going to be done, it's extremely important that you have properly docked. You can see the posterior aspect of the lens also. We approve and go on. And that's, I'm quite happy with what I'm seeing. It seems to be all set. Basically, our total duration is going to be 15 seconds. Just 1 second it takes for creating the capsular rhexis. Maybe the fastest system available to create a rhexis. And the nucleus fragmentation is happening. Basically, it starts posteriorly, traverses upwards, creating 4 segments, and also along with the segmentation, there's a certain amount of softening also that's happening. Of course, you could use this for incisions also, but then I prefer to, as Maipal mentioned in the morning, I also prefer to do my incisions with the diamond blade or a conventional blade. And now we have the new suction system over here, and which has a third tubing, which essentially senses the vacuum, and then just in case the vacuum is lost, it immediately stops firing. That's another safety measure that's there with this machine. See, that's end of laser. Any questions? Also, I think it's got a bigger reservoir. Yeah, reservoir.
Any questions? I think nicely executed. So, all that I wish to say is that with the present generation systems and the intuitiveness of this laser system, it hardly takes about 2-3 minutes, though he was explaining in detail, but it doesn't take more than 2.5 to 3 minutes for a patient to get out of the laser bed. Any comments or questions, or should we
I think one thing I
move
would
on.
emphasize is that
Yeah.
though I don't make incisions, arcuates is something which I do even for a 0.5, 0.75 diopters of corneal astigmatism. Here, it's almost 2.83 diopters of astigmatism, and that's the reason we are going to use a toric lens. And sometimes if you find that a toric lens is not completely correcting the astigmatism, if you have 0.5, 0.7 diopters of astigmatism left over, which is unlikely, you can even mix, place a arcuate incision. And I find that it has to be, intrastomal doesn't work, we always open up these incisions. I'm not going to be demonstrating it in this case because there are no arcuates, but that's another very important application of the laser system.
Yeah, I think that's a good application that all of us use. I think the important thing is that we have in vivo OCT, which gives you a very good depth, and therefore the incisions, if you keep it at 80% depth, you will get it at 80%. The second thing is that you can actually shift the position of the incisions as to how far they are from the optical axis, and I think the companies need to work on getting us maybe a little bit better nomograms. But the outcomes of the LRIs are much better than ever that we used to have with the diamond knife. Okay, thank you very much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Ramamurthy,
Thank you
for
very
an excellent this thing. And now I'll request